Hello, Luther Swimmers and Divers. I am Michael.
And I'm Lauren.
Okay, I have to say congrats to the men and women's team for winning the fourth consecutive IAC championship. And now let's recap how the season went.
Mental toughness was the first time we came together as a team. The uniforms that the teams put together were pretty crazy, like Xander and David looking pretty...
sexy!
Whatever. And moving on to the Gus Davis invite.
Yeah, that meet, I can remember that was pretty intense for everybody. There are some people that had to swim 4 or 5 events. Pretty crazy. Overall, the meet was successful, and meaning that the meet was propelled us to a new level of competition and set the tone for the rest of the season.
I have to agree with you, Michael. Another major meet was the Falcon Invite. This meet gave us a taste of what LAC would be like and what our potential can be for the end of the season, with significant time drops for both the men and women.
Yeah, that meet was a drive for us into the challenging winter breaks training. During the training, the sets were hard, but between these practices, there were a tighter bond that was created. The carols at the bank, the Top Chef competition, the teammate game show, the senior dinners, and the pranks. I have to admit, the girls were very clever on putting rice in the cups and flipping them over.
The guys hiding the clapper and the light bulbs was a nasty joke.
Nasty? He had pads with ketchup, or was it?
No comment. Coming off from Christmas break at the Grinnell Invite, we dominated the final heats of every event. The women had intense competition, which all came down to the last relay, the 400 free.
I have to say, that was the most amazing race and exciting race I've seen so far.
At conference, we pushed ourselves in spite of our fatigue, and many people achieved their personal best for the season. And we set the scene for domination at liberal arts.
Okay, let's go to Nathan. He is live with some swimmers on the thoughts about the season.
Alright, so here's Carson Christian sitting on his lovely couch. So Carson, we're kind of winding down the season now, pretty deep into taper. What are you thinking about right about now?
I just want to unleash it. I don't know, I just find it hard not to jump around right now. I have a lot of energy, so this is what I do. I just gotta plop myself down on the couch, watch movies.
What suit are you going to use at LAC?
I actually have the Tier high neck that quite a few of the guys used last year. It's going to be the first time I've ever worn anything that's not just legs or a jammer, so I think it'd be pretty cool. But who knows, it's not the suit, it's how you go out there and swim yourself.
Swimmers have some unique quirks or rituals before their races. Do you have any pre-race rituals that you have?
Usually I listen to some music, but it seems like behind the blocks and when I get up on the blocks I try to squash my goggles onto my eyes even tighter. I don't know, just something I have to do just to make sure they're on.
What is your favorite American Gladiator?
Probably Justice.
Whose beard or mustache is the best / worst on the team?
Wow. Well, I'd say mustache would have to be Michael Sinwell, because it just looks like somebody puked on his face. Best one, I don't know, I'd have to say probably you, Nate Osley.
Well, here's Bethany Nicole. Well, we're kind of winding down in our season and getting pretty deep into taper now. So how do you feel?
Today I felt kind of crappy. I think it's because I had to swim on a Wednesday morning and I'm not really used to that, so whatever. But it's going well, other than that.
Alright. And what are you thinking about the Liberal Arts Championships coming up?
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really good. Everyone's going to swim way fast, so.
We're obviously going to be ready for the meet, the whole team. But what do you think the other teams at LAC have to be ready for?
They may think they're ready, but they're not going to be ready because they have no idea. So they better look out.
Alright. So, looking back on this long season we have, what do you think your biggest accomplishment was?
I just think back to like Christmas training and all the yards that we did, and that was pretty big accomplishment, I think.
Who's we know the men on the team are growing out their beards,
yes.
Or some are trying to grow out their beards.
Yes.
Whose do you think is the worst?
I'd probably say Carson because he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
It was funny when he tried to dye it though. He just looked like he had a dirty face.
If you had a purple unicorn What would you name it?
Sally.
Sally?
Yeah.
Sally the purple unicorn. Here I am with Cameron Webb, a very good looking member of the swim team. That's right. So we have 1 week to go before the Liberal Arts Championships meet. So what are you thinking about right now?
Help.
Want to elaborate on that?
No. Okay. Well, thinking about how excited I am. I don't know. The fact that Lance is like, calm down, don't waste your energy, and all the other fun stuff. You just, I don't know, not that fun to just sit around, and then, finally when next week comes, we're just going to be like crazy and swimming fast, and we're going to look bomb ass.
What do the other teams at LAC need to be ready for?
Us. Because we look good, I guess. Even though we all don't have tans like Betsy does, but we should.
So what suit are you wearing for the meet?
Pro.
And also with me right now is Valerie Hoops' boot. I wish Taylor Nelson would come and take the boot out of the room for us.
Damn it, Taylor.
All right, I'll take it, all right? Give me a break.
Thank you, Nathan. The divers had an additional diving meet at South Dakota after conference. Let's see what they were up to.
So close.
I'm trying to feel the emotion in the room.
Back up.
There you So, Andrea, how does it feel to be the relative star of the meet today?
It feels really good.
Yeah. Who's the hottest guy on the team?
Not you. It's me to be.
That was interesting. We'll be back after a short break.
Stop!
Okay.
2.4.
2.4. Not a bad time at all. So, Luther, you've been putting together the Splash newsletters all season.
Yes.
And
2 years.
that's right. How do you write the Did You Know section, and how do you choose what to write?
Good question. I look to see what's coming up. For instance, this last one, some important things about nerves and how you're feeling on the blocks and big beats and so on. So I'm looking ahead and what's kind of viable and what's important for the future.
What responsibilities do you have as we taper and as we head to LAC?
A lot has to do with the mental states of swimmers and checking in with them, checking to make sure that everybody's doing what they need to do in terms of their physical well-being, but also mental, easing some emotional things here and there. We get ready, both Lance and I work on preparing for the LAC in terms of what the day looks like, what we're going to be doing throughout the day. Yeah, all kinds of various miscellaneous things.
What should the other teams be ready for?
They're going to see a big unleashing. They're going to be, they should be ready for some fast swims. Obviously, we want whoever we're going against to swim just as fast as we do. Why? Because that will push us to do our best. And so we hope that they're ready as just as much as we're ready.
What is your professional opinion on mud wrestling?
I think it's one of the top sports in the nation right now. It's getting the most following, and I'm actually looking to be a reality TV show on the next mud wrestling.
The season has been above and beyond everybody's expectations, and now let's end this season with a bang.
This is Michael signing off.
And this is Lauren signing off.
Remember to ball it up and unleash at LAC. And now we'll leave with you some words of Lance.